Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how I connect these three empty cylinder with the same diameter to generate the Y bending shape. And in the end of the video, the result will be something like this. We will connect them using sweep tool and doing some cut and fill the surface in the middle, and it also create a thickness, as you can see. Alright, so I start with an empty file, and in the part workbench I will create a new sketch in the top view. I will create two circles, one in the left and another one in the right, and I select these two and I hit E for equal. I select in the circle and hit D and set the diameter to 20. Now I select these 2 points and the center line and I hit S for symmetry constraint. And I set the distance of these 2 to 50. Now I can close. You can see these 2 circles are now in the same sketch. So I want to separate them. I click on the sketch and go to Ctrl C for copy and Ctrl V to paste it. And for the first sketch, I go inside it and select the left one and hit G and N to turn that into construction geometry. Then I close and I go to the second sketch and selecting the right one and G and N and close. Now I just separate these 2. The next step is I want to extrude these 2 sketches. I go to extrude and extrude this one down in the -1 in the Z axis. I want to extrude down, and I uncheck the create solid because I just want to work with surface. Then I click OK. Next, I want to create another cylinder up here. I create another one in the front and create a circle. The diameter also 20. And the distance from here to the center is 50. I close. And also, let me go up to the view and toggle axis cross. And I want to move the sketch in the Y direction to the right 50 mm. So I go to the position and the Y 50, and also extrude this one in the Y axis +1 and 10 and uncheck solid. Okay. The next step is I want to connect this one and this one together. So I will creating a line in the middle and another one in the middle, and from there I will use the plane curve to connect in between, and using these 2 circles to sweep along this edge to generate the surface. So I create a new sketch in the front, and I will reference this line and then this line. And view the section. I create a line and I move my mouse over here, and you can see I have a symmetry constraint up here because I already checked on the outer constraints. So you should see the symmetry constraint in here, and then you click on this line and go down, and you can see I have a symmetry constraint of this point in the middle of V2. I create another line, also symmetry. Okay, now I close. And I will create in plane curve. So I go to the surface workbench, control selecting this edge and then this edge, and plane curve. I click on the plane curve and I go to the star size. The reason I go to the star size is that I select this edge first. So I go to the star size and change this to -1. So you can see the plane curve go up. Now I want to show the sketch and the sketch 001 for you to see. I will use a V2 to sweep along this this curve. So I go to the plot workbench and go to the sweep and click on the sketch and the sketch 001 and click on the sweep path and selecting this path, hit done, and make sure you check on the frame net. If you don't do that, in this case the sweep will be broken, and you click OK. Now you can see we have something like this. So you can see if I zoom close here, the tangency is good, but in this corner we break a little bit. So I want to change the plane curve in here. I put this one up to -1.5 and this one to 1.5. You can see the surface just go up like this. And the next step is I want to also create another line in the middle here, and another line in the middle here, and creating a plane curve in the middle, and also sweep along this one. So I go to the front view and create a new sketch in the front, and from there I will creating a line like this, and I will view the section. I will reference this one and selecting this point and this curve and hit C to snap it. Selecting this point and this line, hit C. Then I close. Next, I will create another sketch in the right, and I will reference this line over here, and I view the section. Then I create a line from this point, go to the right, then I close, and I control selecting this line and then this line, and I go to the curve workbench, the surface, and I go to the plane curve. So I selecting this one and hide it for you to see what's going on. I click on the plane curve and I need to fit the area in here. So I go to the star size and change this to -1. All right, pretty good. Now I selecting the extrude and I will looking for the sketch 002. I click on it and I show it. I will use the sketch 002 to sweep along this edge. I go to the plot workbench and go to the sweep and start from sketch 002 and click on the sweep path, selecting this one and hit done and check on the frame net and click OK. All right. Now let me hit Shift B and select everything and hide everything. I want to show the sweep and the sweep 001. Okay, now how do we fill in the between. So first I will go to the right view, and maybe I should cut in this object. I will cut in this using a line like this, and remove the lower part of this object. And also I go to the front, and for this object I will create an arc and remove this piece, and from there I will fill in the surface in the between. So let me go to the front view and create a new sketch in the front, and let me view the section and create an arc, something like this. And you can see this line over here is the geometry of the second part. So I can reference this one. So I go to reference and selecting this line. And you can see I just have one point in here. So maybe I should create a line horizontal, and this line and this point, hit C. I select in this line and I hit G and N to turn that into construction geometry. And selecting this arc and this line, hit T for tangent. Okay. Now I select in this point, and the center line, and I hit S for symmetry constraint. Now I can control the shape of the arc. I set the radius to let's try 30, maybe 50. 50 is too big. I think 20. Okay, let's try the radius is 20. And then I can create a line and connecting them. Okay, now I can close, and I will extrude this one to in the symmetric, and 50, maybe 100. Okay, I control selecting this one, the sweep and the extrude, and I go to the cut. All right, now we have something like this. I go to the right view, and I should remove somewhere up here. So creating a new sketch in the right view, and creating a line like this, and set the angle to 30 degrees. And let's put it the dimension to 25. In here will be 50, and the distance from here is 15. Okay, let's try 15 for that, and then I close. Okay, maybe I should go back and creating polyline and close this one like this. And because I want to remove the lower part of this whip, I will extrude this one 100 symmetric. Okay, and I will using the cut. Okay, the next step is I want to separate this one into 4 pieces, like one line here, another line here, another one, and the last one here. So so to do that, I will go back to inside here, and inside the sweep, and I will looking for the sketch 002. I go inside it, and for this sketch I will selecting it and hit G and N to turn that into construction geometry. and starting to create center arc. Start from here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I select these 2 points and the center line, and I hit C. The same in here. I select these 2 points and the center point, and I hit H for horizontal. These 2 points and the center point, hit H. Now I selecting these 2 points and I hit C to snap it. These 2 points, hit C. These 2, hit C. Okay. Now I selecting this circle and this arc and hit E for equal. Now I go out. And you can say I just separate the upper part into 4 pieces. Now I go to the front view and create a new sketch in the front. I will create a line right in the center. And I will extrude this one to 100 and symmetric. Okay. And then I control selecting this cut and the extrude, and I go to part, split, and then slide to compound. Now we're ready to creating some plane curves. Go to the surface, control selecting this one and then this one, plane curve. I click on the plane curve and I zero out the start size and the end size. And for the start parameter, I put that to 1 and increase the start size to 1 and the end size to 1. Okay. And in this case, I just want to get the G1 continuity. So I set the start continuity to 1 and end continuity to 1. Because I realized that the G1 in this case working pretty good with better than G2. I selecting this edge and then this edge and plane curve. I click on the plane curve and zero out the start size and the end size. I change the start parameter to 1 and the start size to 1, the end size to 1. And I set the start continuity to 1 for G1, tangent, and also the end continuity to 1. Okay, now go into the back, control selecting this edge and then this edge, plane curve. Click on the plane curve, zero out the start and end size, and slowly increase the start size to 1. 1 not good, so I go to -1. And the end size to 1. Okay. Now to fill the hole on top, I need to extrude this curve to the right. Extrude this curve to the right to generate a small surface in here. Control the tangency for this hole. And extrude this curve to the back to generate a small surface in here. To also control the tangency in here. So I selecting this one and extrude this to the right. I go to the product workbench and extrude this one to the. You can see down here the S1 is the red. I choose the positive one for the S-axis and I click OK. And this one I select extrude this positive 1 in the y-axis, and I click OK. Now I will rename this one front 1, and this one will be front 2, and I have V2, and I go inside V2 and show the plane curve. I go to the back, and in the back I select in the plane curve right here and extrude this one to the left. Positive 1 x-axis, and extrude this one up. Negative 1 for the y-axis. Okay, and I rename this. Back 1. This one will be back 2. Okay. I drop these two down and make sure all of the plane curves are will be hidden. Now I will fill the surface. Go to the surface workbench and fill the surface. Select in the edge and choose the face and G1 for that. Click OK. Now I hide the back 1 and back 2 and show the front 1 and front 2. And also I hide the surface. I go to the filling and also fill this one. Choose the edge, select the face and G1. Click OK. Now I hide V2 and show this surface in here. I control selecting V2 surface and go to the product workbench and go to the mirror. Mirror this one in the YZ plane. Now I will show V2 extrudes. Show it. And I want to fill the hole down here. So you can see in here we only have one edge. So how can we generate a surface based on only one edge? In the part, I go to shape builder, and then I click on face from edges, and I go to selecting this one and create. This one and create. Come to here. Control selecting these four and create. Close. Now I go to the curve workbench and control select these three. The cut, the slice, and drop these two down and select these four. Select these three faces and parametric solid. Okay. Now I go to the product workbench and I just simply control selecting these faces. I want to make thickness. And I go to create the thickness. And I set this one to -4. Okay, or you can go down to -3. Okay, so that's it for the tutorial. So hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.